Let's talk about this because you were talking about black women, and so.
Oh no, I feel a trap.
If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. So, okay. The former First Lady Michelle Obama, the forever First Lady, saying she's not going to the inauguration. Now, we don't know; she has not confirmed why, but people have surmised, and I'm sure you can too. What do you think of that?
Yeah, we know why she's not going. Almost cuss.
You can say, shit, we know why the F she ain't going. You know why. And do you agree with that?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I thought you were going to ask me something hard. Yeah. Listen, Dawn, I know what we haven't talked about, not offline or on here. I knew she wasn't going to be at the inauguration when she wasn't at the funeral.
You knew that?
Yes.
Why do you think it's okay for her not to go?
Why would it be required for her to go? Free Michelle? We got to say free Michelle.
Yeah, well, here's what I don't like. If I don't remember headlines saying Donald Trump breaks from tradition, they just said Donald Trump is not going to President Biden's inauguration. Now they say she's breaking with protocol. It's disrespectful. None of those MAGA brain people said that when Donald Trump didn't go. Of course he shouldn't go. The election was stolen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They were the people who were okay with the storming of the Capitol. So him staging his own exit and his own pulling of attention, because that's what he always wants is attention, not just him, but also the then First Lady. They didn't show up when they were the outgoing president and First Lady. She ain't been First Lady since my kids were in diapers. Like, who cares, except for maybe Donald Trump, because he wants everybody to sit there. But what I'm saying to you is they switched the order at the funeral, and I think it is so petty. It is beautiful. They switched the order of the way people were sitting, and I believe it was the Carters who switched the order so they could stick him behind that pole, behind that pillar, so he wouldn't be in so Jimmy couldn't see him from the casket, and so he wouldn't mess up their pictures, and so nobody would have to look at him while they were praying in case he fell asleep or anything. And then when Michelle saw, I'm making up this whole story, y'all. This is my version of events. Just want to say I am sharing my theory of the case. And then when Forever Flotus saw, oh, okay, you don't have me sitting by President Bush the way I'm supposed to be, or by President Clinton when President Bush isn't there. You've reversed it, and you got me sitting next to that man.
They do it in order.
Sit by him.
They do it in order of presidencies.
No,
but
Don, that's not the order it was in.
Okay, well, President Biden and his wife were up front. And then if you're to the right, oh, you think they should have gone from the other side, other way.
Listen, I have the pictures. I wish I had sent them to you. So first of all, I looked at the state funeral for President Bush, because I didn't want to compare it just to First Lady Bush when she died, because that's not a state funeral, as Roland argued me down about. There might be a difference. Never is the sitting vice president in the front row with the president and the First Lady. So when Vice President Harris came in there and did a hair toss at all the mofos and said, yeah, that's why you sitting back there and I'm sitting up here, I heard everything she was saying.
Well, she's a sitting vice president.
Yeah, but that's not the way it goes. Usually it's the current president, First Lady, the next president, First Lady, the next president, and so on. And then the sitting vice president, and then the vice presidents. They didn't do that. And Don, I got married in that church. I know the church. They only had 4 chairs in that first row for the president and the First Lady, and for the vice president and the second gentleman. And then they made all those other mofos, God forgive me, all of the other former presidents and their wives, because I shouldn't disrespect them all. They made them sit, and they did it in reverse order. It normally would have been from left to right, where it would have been,
I got you,
President Trump, Melania, President Obama, and then Michelle, and then President Bush.
Oh, they flipped it. So she would have
They
been sitting
flipped
next to him, though, and she said, "I don't want to sit next to him."
I'm not sitting next to him.
Okay. Also,
Yes.
former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi won't be attending President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration.
She ain't going.
Her spokesperson confirmed she is joining other Democrats who are expected to skip Trump's swearing in. The lawmakers haven't mounted an organized boycott of the inauguration like they did in 2017. Instead, a sizable number of House Democrats are expected to attend after their districts slid towards Trump in the November elections. Pelosi had gone to Trump's inauguration in 2017 when she was the House Minority Leader. She's departed the top House Democrat position and stepped off the committees. She attended 11 inaugurations so far. Her first was President John F. Kennedy's. So
this is kind of rich, right? Now, when it's time to go sit out in the cold at the inauguration, she doesn't want to be the speaker anymore. She acted like she was speaker during this whole debacle where they shivved Joe Biden and put Kamala in. She was stepping all over Leader Jeffries that whole time. But now she's not the speaker, so she don't have to go.
Ooh, no love for Nancy Pelosi?
I'm just calling it what it is.
Monique, thank you.
You're welcome.
Monique Pressley, we appreciate you. Thanks. We'll see you next time.